Alright, so I finally have time to get to this again, and this is where I am today. I got the heads on, the rocker arms, I believe that's what they call, and say I didn't show it because it was dark when I was doing it and I was trying it as fast as I could, and with the heads, the torque with the heads, I done the 15 pounds, and then went it down at 90 degrees, waited probably about 5 minutes, 10, and done another 90 degrees, and that should be good to go. The rocker arms, I torqued them to 28 foot-pounds, and I always, when I put them in there, I started with a ratchet, like try to get all at the same time. That way these don't bend, you don't want to just do one and then torque another one. I always try to take it all at the same time and then torque them to 28 foot-pounds. I always start from the middle, do this one, that one, and back here and back there again. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the intake. I'm gonna put some RTV on the corner right there with the head meets the block, all four sides, and we go from there. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, I probably did, I can't remember, but on my case I don't have to remove the engine, so I can do it right here. But if you have to take it out, the way I done it last time, I'll take the measurements all the way out. Of course you guys have the engine picker, cherry picker, whatever, and then take the measurements out, drop the engine as much as you can, and then I give you access to the bolts back there. There's 4 bolts at the top, and I believe 4 more on the bottom, plus the ones there on the oil pan. And that's pretty much about it. After you hook everything, of course. But I didn't have to do that this time, which I'm glad. Like I said, I just wanted to get this one going for the winter, because I know I need to replace a bunch of parts, but for right now I just want to get it running because the other one doesn't have reverse, so I'm trying to get this one going. And that noise that I heard before is right here, that lifter, but I don't have one with me right now, so I have to just put it back in there. Next summer I take it apart again and do the whole rebuild the way it's supposed to be, but for now hopefully I can make it to this winter and I'll be happy. Anyways, I usually run a little RTV silicone, whatever you want to call it, ultra gasket maker, high torque on the side right here, like there. That way everyone, there's chances of having a leak. And also do a little bit here with the water goes, and then I spray some of this copper spray gasket high temp sealant. That helps seal the gasket in there, that way prevents from leaking. I'll make sure this don't leak. That should be good right there. Now we'll put this. Anyways guys, I'm about to torque it, but it's getting dark as you see. You always on this, you do like the rocker arm and head. You always start from the middle, that one, that one, that one, that one, and work your way out. But these are 30 millimeters. And anyways, last night my battery died, so I wasn't able to show you the torque, but here I am today. This torque, this ain't gonna fit. And these 3 bolts right here are 6, 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. Of course, there's a damn airplane, and I gotta set it up to 38 right now. Because first you do the 10, well, I do the 10 foot-pounds all the way around them, and I start 1, 2, 3, 4, then back here, then there, then here, and there again, and then waited. Well, I didn't wait. I went 20 after that, and then went 38, which is the last one, and they recommend you to go back and do another 38 just to make sure. Actually, there's a tool especially for this out here. I bring the camera closer, but there's nowhere to put it. So I used the 30mm, and I didn't have to buy that tool because it fits perfect right there. So I just put it to my 30mm right there, like how you do regular, you know. Then you put your ratchet or your torque, whatever you want to call this. And just like that. And same on the other side, just like this, put it right there, and just this. That one you're gonna need this and this for these 3 and this other 3 here. So 6 bolts. You're gonna use this, and the rest you can actually use the socket 30mm. But that works perfect, and you don't have to buy that tool. That's the way I do it anyway. And that's what I done last night. I had my battery die, so I wasn't able to show it. That first you do your 10, then 20, then 38. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes and do your other 38, which I done it last night, so it's all good to go. Now I'm gonna start with the valve covers. I'm gonna clean it up, maybe get a compressor and blow and see if I can get whatever is left in it, dust, stuff like that. Then after that, I'm going for the coils, coil pack, and the wiring, connect injectors, stuff like that, and we move on. So that's what's up. And when you put in this, you see I just spray some of the copper spray gasket that helps that stick to it, the way it stays in place. Now you're ready to put it in. This could be a little tricky. That's about it. I'm gonna torque them, which the torque is say to do 2.5 foot-pounds, which my torque doesn't have that, only goes to 7.5. And the last one, you do 2.5 force, but like I say, I won't do that because my torque doesn't go that low, so I'm gonna just try to go a little ratchet on the Gasket, and then the last one will be 6, and that should be good to go. So it's time to start plugging in the injectors and all that good stuff. Well, at least set it up in place, and then we do the coils. I'm gonna put a regular there, that way I don't drop anything on them holes. We're getting closer, guys, one step closer. So I'm doing the coils now, and I usually write on it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same on the side. That way I don't get confused. Alright, it's got late on me again. I have to go out and get some things, so I got behind. But I got the injectors plugged in, the coil back there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in take mine, probably this is what I call. I have already have the gasket right here. I'm just gonna spray some of that stuff again, and then put it in place and just tie down, because I look and doesn't give me a torque for it, so that's what I'm gonna do, and then we go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. But it's simple. This thing has holes on it. They're lined up like that, just like that. And then of course you put your intake in it, and that's about it. That's what I'm about to do. Right, Kensley? Right? You know coal? You don't like coal? Me either. I can stand cold. I'm a helper out here today. She showed up. Say hi.
Hi.
You ready for Christmas? Are you?
Yeah, we are kids.
Okay, I got an intake manifold in, bolted, and so it's ready to go. Now I'm gonna start hooking the hoses and any other connection that needs to be plugged in, and then start putting the sparks in. I haven't put it in yet, and then I guess I'll go ahead and do the headers. I was waiting on the headers, leaving it for last. I know it was easier to do it before I put the intake, valve covers and all that, but I have to do the transmission mounts too, and they kinda on my way, so that gave me a little room to move them around. Not a whole lot, but half an inch is a lot when you don't have enough room, you know. So that's why I haven't put it, bolt them in yet. So that's where I am right now. I'm getting there. So right now I'm gonna start with the arenator base and all that good stuff, and finishing plugging in back there. Gotta secure the coil pack. I gotta put them 2 bolts, 10 bolts that goes on top. I gotta put them in, and then I should be done with back there. Then I move up here and start putting all that together, steering pump and all that. And yeah, we're getting there. So I was doing pretty good with that laptop, and then I forgot that I broke a bolt on this right here, and I was okay. I'm gonna deal it out, you know. And then got here ready to do it. I forgot that my mother-in-law came last night and asked me to borrow my drill, so I let them borrow. They told me they would bring it back here by the morning today earlier. They haven't shown up yet, so here I'm stuck. So I don't know if I can weld another bolt on top of it and get it out. I don't know, because it's actually pretty deep in. I'm afraid if I weld them, I'm gonna also weld it to the base right there. So I don't know. Gotta think about this. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the transmission mounts for now, because like I said, I don't have my drill. So I'm gonna wait, so I don't wanna mess it up. But now I'm gonna change this, but I won't be able to show it because it's real complicated right here, especially I don't have nowhere to put my camera. But all it is really, there is, see if I can get this light, there's a ball in there, right there, and then that one right there. So there's them two only, and then of course you see how much room I have. Almost nothing. So that's why I have to kind of push the exhaust pipe down back a little bit. That's why I haven't put the headers on. And then of course lifter, which already have the jack in there ready to go. And same on the other side, which is right there. That one right there. And it's basically the same. That one's a little easier. I say it's only 2 bolts. It look like they're about 60 millimeters. I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out in a minute. And then I'm gonna replace them and let you know how hard it is.